Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this very special video I have for you today. Today, I wanted to share with you a little channel update and share a big announcement that I've been hinting at over the past couple of months. But before I do, I want to thank each and every one of you for all of your continued support over the past 2 years. You all are the reason why I do this. I love sharing these games with you, the amazing conversations we had, and of course, your friendship. You all are amazing and make all of this worth doing. Now, I'd like to share a little bit of history with you. So I started this channel on the advice of my brother, actually. I was about to start a no-map playthrough in Valheim, and he thought it might be something that others may be interested in watching. I didn't expect there to be anyone who would actually want to watch me play video games, but I figured I'd at least have, record of me playing this game and playing this playthrough. Turns out there are a few of you out there actually that, do want to watch me play video games. So thank you. Most of you may not know this, but I love medieval history. The knights, the castles, the battles, politics, the works, everything. I find it a fascinating period in history. As such, I enjoy playing video games that either take place during this period or are based on it, however loosely. Therefore, when I started this channel, I had intended to have multiple games related to the medieval period. However, the only game I had on the channel that did very well early on was Valheim. So I dropped the other games and focused on that. This ended up attracting viewers that enjoy survival games such as Valheim. When I added games to the channel, people were most interested in me adding survival games. So that's what I did with No Man's Sky, Subnautica, and Return to Moria. This really turned my channel into very much of a survival game based channel. Even though this isn't exactly what I had originally intended, I'm not at all upset with the development. These are all really fun games, and I'm enjoying sharing them with all of you. That being said, I do still enjoy medieval era themed games and play them on a regular basis. And I also still want to share these games with you and with others who enjoy that style of game. So that brings me to the big announcement. Starting on April 1st, I will be launching a second YouTube channel that will focus on these new games. This channel, Kongveal Gaming, will undergo a slight cosmetic change. On this channel, I will continue to play the survival-themed games. I will continue streaming gameplay of these survival games that I have been to this point, and I will add new ones as I finish the games I am currently working through. Since the games will be mostly survival themed, and since we all know that I'm so good at surviving in them, the name of this channel will change to Kongveal Survives. Get it? Survives? Even though I'm the king of death? Get it? Yeah, you get it. Anyway, Valheim will remain the flagship game of this channel. For any of you that may be new to this channel or don't know Valheim very well, it is an open-world, procedurally generated, Viking-themed fantasy crafting, building, survival game. Yeah, that's a sentence. In this game, you have died on Midgard, or Earth, and you were brought here to help clean up Odin's mess before you can head on to Valhalla. You have to fight your way through several different biomes of the world, unlocking crafting and building recipes that help you take down the gods that have been locked away here. I will also continue to fly around the galaxy in No Man's Sky, which is an open-world, procedurally generated action-adventure survival game, where you fly around the galaxy, explore planets, build bases, craft new materials, and fight bad guys as you try to understand the Atlas, the Sentinels, who you are, and your place in the universe. Then we head from the stars to under the ocean into the world of Subnautica. Subnautica is an action-adventure survival game where you have to survive on a water world after crash landing there. You quickly discover that there are many creatures in the deep parts of the ocean that will try to kill you. You also discover that you have been infected with a bacteria and are unable to get off the planet until you are cured. How do you find this cure? How do you survive the creatures that are trying to eat you? You just keep swimming. Building a base that you can treat like your home, while always remembering that it is not, is also very helpful. Lastly, we head underground into the mines of Moria in Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. After the fall of Sauron at the end of the Third Age of Middle-earth, you join the dwarf Gimli in his attempt to reclaim Moria for the dwarves. Before your company is able to enter the main doors, however, disaster strikes, and you fall through the ground into the mines and are all alone. You must then survive the long dark of Moria to try to find another exit so you can once again meet up with your company. Along the way, you will have to survive against wolves, goblins, cave trolls, and older and fouler things in the deep places of the earth. I will continue to live stream these games here on Kongveal Survives on Wednesdays, Saturdays, most Tuesdays, and occasionally on Sundays. As I mentioned, once some of these games are finished, I will move on to other survival games such as Enshrouded, Nightingale, Raft, Ark, The Forest, or others that might seem fun. But this brings us to the big part of this video, the information about the new YouTube channel. On this channel, I'll be playing the medieval games that I love, as well as trying new ones. Given the theme of this channel, it will be called King Kongveal. The flagship game of the King Kongveal channel will be one of my all-time favorite games, Europa Universalis 4. EU4 is a grand strategy map game that takes place in the late Middle Ages, starting in the 1444 through the Napoleonic era, ending in 1821. In this game, you take control of a country and try to establish your place in history through trade, administration, diplomacy, colonialization, and yes, of course, warfare and conquest. This is a really fun game that is immensely replayable, as you can play any of the 500 or so nations around the world, and you can take any of those nations in a variety of different ways. A similar grand strategy role-playing game that will be on this channel is Crusader Kings 3. In many ways, this game is like a variation of EU4. The major difference is that it takes place in the early, high, and the early stages of the late Middle Ages, from 867 through 1453. Another big difference is CK3 focuses much more on the royal dynasties, the political intrigues, and the interpersonal relationships and personal development of the leader of your nation. However, as the game takes place in the Middle Ages, warfare and conquest are never far away. Mount & Blade II Bannerlord is a medieval-inspired strategy action role-playing game. In this, you start out as a lowly peasant with little more than the clothes on your back. You then travel around the world, gathering a war party, making money, gaining renown by fighting bandits and winning tournaments, and improving your skills. Once you are powerful enough and well known enough, you can become a mercenary or a vassal for one of the kingdoms. As a vassal, you might just be lucky enough to become the owner of a castle, or maybe a town or two. If you so desire it, you can take those lands, abandon your kingdom, and form your own kingdom to rule and expand as you see fit. Or you could opt to stay in your kingdom and try to focus on becoming the ruler from the inside. Or you could remain a mercenary and unlanded. Or you could focus on trade to become rich. The possibilities are endless. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a first-person action role-playing game that takes place in Bohemia in 1403. You, the son of a blacksmith, are forced to flee your home when it is attacked by the army of the Hungarian king Sigismund. Slowly, you learn new skills on how to survive, and hopefully thrive in the brutal world into which you were so suddenly thrust. You must learn the art of conversation and persuasion to make friends, get information, and keep people from trying to kill you. Learning sneaky skills such as pickpocketing and lockpicking can be crucial for survival when resources are limited. And of course, combat skills are a must if you wish to survive and ultimately take revenge on those who destroyed your home. Medieval Dynasty is a game where my two channels kind of intersect. It is a survival, crafting, town management, action RPG. Similar to Kingdom Come, you are a young peasant that was driven from your home by war. When you arrive in this peaceful little village, you are tasked with surviving the harshness of the seasons and the wildlife to continue your dynasty. As you do this, you work to set up a village. But once that is done, your life still isn't easy. You need to make sure that everyone in the village has everything they need and is happy. Oh, and of course you have to pay taxes to the king, so money is always necessary. Lastly, an upcoming game that I am super excited about is Manor Lords, which will be coming out on April 26th. Manor Lords is a medieval strategy game that features city building, large tactical battles, as well as complex economic and social simulations. I cannot wait for this to come out and to share it with you all. Other than when Manor Lords is first released, the games on King Kongveal will be pre-recorded, edited, and posted as videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. As with the games on Kongveal Survives, the games on King Kongveal may change as I finish these games, or as other games come out, or as they pique my interest. So with that, my channel announcement video is coming to an end. I hope you are all as interested and excited about the new channel as I am. I cannot wait to share these other games that I love with you all. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.